We are under the bright lights tonight as MLB Network welcomes you to this presentation of Major League Baseball. Here it's the second of this three-game set between the Thunder and the Cobras. It's baseball on MLB Network, and it's coming up next. Jeff Kessler, the Mississippi native, will be on the mound in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Wow, talk about a number that jumps out at you. This guy's whip, which is walks to hits to innings pitch, is less than 1 coming into this start. That's not an easy thing to do. That tells me one thing. Not only is his stuff good, but he wipes people out quick. This is a real good pitcher.
Stepping in, Brian Hannon. They'll get us started in this one under the lights. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. Fellas are home 9 as they begin play here this evening. They came out on the losing end last time out and are in a bit of a skid. In fact, they've lost 7 of their last 10.
Yeah, Matty, dropping their last game. Now they find themselves at 500 again. They got to find a way to get on a hot streak. You cannot continue to go peaks and valleys throughout the course of the season and ride that 500 line all year. At some point, you're going to have to take 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10 to get this going in the right direction.
2 balls and a strike now. Not quite candlestick cold out here tonight, but still a chilly 56 degrees here at game time. And this will miss as well, so he's in danger of losing the leadoff man here tonight. It's 3-1 now. Here's the pitch. And he lays off, ball 4, and the leadoff man is on to begin the ball game.
He's really struggled with his command in this game, no doubt about it. But to make things worse, he just lost one of the fastest guys in the ballpark.
So stepping in, Andrew Ariano. He'll get to take his first cuts here. He's ready now. The pitch, and they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes is Mr. Ed Drummond.
Yeah, Matty, we got a good one behind the dish today in Ed Drummond. Well liked by all people, pitchers, batters, managers. All you want as a player is the ability to talk to someone. And that's what Ed does. He gives you that chance.
Zero, you hit a nail right on the head. He has a real long fuse. He's not afraid to let a hitter or a pitcher, I'm not saying complain about a particular pitch, but he's not the guy that's going to get mad and throw somebody and give him the boot just because a guy doesn't like a pitch or a pitcher thinks that a pitch is a strike and they call it a ball.
And he won't even think about second as he'll flip on to first for the sure out. Now in the box, Scott Franchise. Couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Hey. 0-1's the count.
Hit in the air down the right field line. And foul. Here it comes, 0-2. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
Well, there's the classic 0-2 wasted fastball. Not even close to the zone. We'll see what he throws on the next pitch.
Left side, reined in. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Good pitch right there to run the 2-seamer in on his hands and bunch him up. And an easy ground ball as the result.
Stepping into the box, Corey Esparza, runner in scoring position with Sugan. First pitch of the at-bat. That changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss. Fastball called strike. 1-2. One and two. Here it is. Timing just a tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. Cannon at second with two down. Now another pitch is hit foul and headed for the seats, so the count will stay put at 1-2.
He got a mistake right there, but missed it. Can't foul that pitch off in a big spot. 0-2 count. Heater caught too much of the zone.
Ready with the 1-2. Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here.
This is exactly the reason why this guy has been so successful and has played this game so long, scrambling pitch after pitch, making this guy work out on the mound.
Here's the 2-2.
These are the kind of ABs, regardless of the outcome. You go back to the dugout as the offensive player, and your teammates are loving on you for making that pitcher work and battling it out.
He's set the payoff pitch. This is line to left. Christian is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. Bobby Tyrone is on the mound for game two. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, when you look up the word dependability in the dictionary, you'll find a picture of this guy. Career ERA just under 3.5, and that's saying quite a lot in the high-scoring games that we see in baseball going on right now. Real solid pitcher, controls the running game, controls the strike zone, and more importantly, he knows how to get deep into the 6th, 7th, and 8th inning. Solid pitcher, and he'll be fun to watch in this one here today.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Mark Lacy is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning. 1-0. Fellas, our visiting team as they take the field after a scoreless top half. 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, I've been really impressed with this team, especially on the recent road trip, the start to it. They're 3-1 after 4 games, playing really fundamentally sound baseball. From offense to defense, pitching, it's all coming together for this group.
Esparza is over, and he puts it away for the first down.
Batting second, the center fielder, Jonathan Adkins.
So striding in, Jonathan Adkins. It's been a rough go for him at the plate as he enters this one with a season average in the 230s.
Amazing to think about it when this guy had such a disappointing and dreadful month at the plate last month. He's one of the better hitters in baseball, and that's why they call it an average. Expect him to bounce back and be near the top of the league average.
Here comes the 0-1. Now a late bunt attempt here, but he misses strike 2. Pitch on the way. High and deep down the left field line. And no one can get there. It's a foul ball. 1 out, nobody on. Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2. Pitch on the way, and here's a changeup in there for a called 3rd strike, and that's the 2nd out of the inning.
Flat out locked him up with a changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
To the plate now, Sean McKee. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. The average for him at 267 on the year. 3 homers, 13 RBIs. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Now here's the pitch. And there's a swing and a miss. 2-1 now. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. And he comes back with one down and in for ball 3. And a good job there to lay off. It's ball 4 as he becomes their first base runner of the ball game now with 2 away.
That was a great battle right there. He tried to get him to chase, but he laid off some really tough pitches and got a walk. Got to tip the cap to the batter that time.
Set to get his evening at the plate started, Michael Wright. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike.
Now this pitcher's feeling the flow right now. 2 outs in the first inning. He's got really nice mechanics working right now and blew that fastball right by him.
Throw over to the bag. And another throw over. And the runner back. A runner on first with 2 away. And again a throw over. And the fans don't like this at all. The 1-1. Grounded back up the middle. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
At the plate, Glenn Suarez, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. 2 down, runners at first and second. Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now. Ball and 2 strikes now.
Classic case of the front shoulder flying open on that off speed. Needs to stay compact and stay in the big part of the field.
Protecting with 2 strikes, went out of the zone that time, but he stays alive. From the stretch, the 1-2. Here's a swing, and oh man, way out of here.
6, the catcher, Brad Benton.
Stepping in now, Brad Benton, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. 3 runs already home here. Hit back up the middle, scooped up. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. But the big blow of the inning comes right here, a 3-run home run. Second inning coming up. It's now 3-0. So striding forward now, Tiny Ryan. He'll lead it off here to begin the second.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
That's it. The center fielder, Saul Worthing.
Standing in, Saul Worthing, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Pitch on the way. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And a fastball way off target here, and it's even at 1. Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2. Now the 2-1. Hit down the third baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full. Hal Hale waits on deck. 1 out, nobody on. This one's flared out toward left. Left fielder coming on, but he won't get there. It falls in.
Man, he's seeing it like a beach ball right now. Even his soft contact is finding holes there.
He's making it nearly impossible for a pitcher right now. Up, down, in and out, hard, soft. Anything you throw forward to home plate, this guy seems to somehow be able to find a hole.
Into the box now, Hal Hale, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 9 homers, 18 driven in. Fastball at 94 miles an hour, and it's 1-1. Runners on first with 1 down. A little bit outside. 2-1. Clearly trying to control the running game with the slide step here.
Yeah, that's a good way of trying to control the running game. Now, the problem with it, though, it has a tendency to throw your command off because you're worrying about that runner on base.
And there's a fastball well off the plate inside.
We all know this guy is a great hitter. In a 3-1 count, this is just what he's looking for. He loves to hit when the count's in his favor like this.
And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. But this will land untouched. Skied into straightaway right. Right is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
Batting eighth, the catcher, Mike Hayes.
Now to the plate, Mike Hayes. And the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. First delivery to him on the way. Out in front as this is pulled foul into the seats. 2 out with the man at first. And this one's in the dirt. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. And that'll hurt as the runner will move into scoring position now. Hard hit ball to second. He's got it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and one man left aboard. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. The Cobras lead it 3-0. Last half of the second set to go, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, Buford Christian.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Here it comes. And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2.
Yeah, he just isn't that sharp on the mound right now. Had a rough start in the first inning, and now he's falling behind out of the gate here in the second. Some adjustments need to be made, and fast.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Tried to bury one down and away, but it's full count now, 3-2.
He walked the guy back in the first, and now he's looking like he might hand out another free pass to the leadoff guy here. You can't be walking a guy an inning and think you're going to have any success.
The 3-2 pitch. Now here's a check swing, and they appeal down to first. No swing, so that's ball 4.
Batting it, the third baseman.
He almost got him to commit there as we take another look at it in slow motion. He comes awfully close to breaking that plane, but he was able to hold back. Strong wrist, and he gets a trip to first because of it.
Striding in, Jason McIntosh. Here comes the first pitch.
Hey, the way this guy on the mound's been struggling to find the zone, I'm not mad at the guy taking the pitch.
Set to deliver the 0-1. Fly ball right down the line in left. Left fielder is on the move, and he makes the catch in the corner.
Batting ninth, the pitcher, Jeff Kessler.
The pitcher, Jeff Kessler, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Count 1-0.
In today's game, if they're going to give you an out, you take it. You have to find a way to execute a pitch in the zone, allow him to get the bunt down, and take the out at first.
The 1-0 is going to be a sacrifice attempt as he gets it down. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. Throw not in time at first, so the pitcher tries to give himself up, but instead he gets himself a base hit.
Well, he took a risk with the decision to throw to second instead of taking the sure out at first. Not sure if someone was yelling for him to go to second, but we know now it was the wrong call.
Ready for another chance? Mark Lacey. He flew out in his last at-bat. From the belt, kicks and deals. Ball 1. And he lays off a fastball here that looked pretty good, but it's 2-0. From the belt, kicks and deals.
Well, nothing can make you question yourself on that mound more than 3 straight balls to a guy you know that you should go right after. Sometimes you just lose the strike zone and you don't know why.
Taking all the way, and it's 3-1 now.
3-1 with 2 on, and this is where you got to be geared up for something to drive. I don't think you can just groove him one right here. You still have to try to make a competitive pitch.
There's ball 4.
Looks like the pitching coach is going to come out and have a word with him. Don't like to see that in the second inning, but once he makes sure he's okay physically, I'm sure it'll be just words of encouragement the rest of the way.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Jonathan Atkins. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, and they froze him on a good changeup. Tough one. If you got good arm action, and this pitcher certainly does have good arm action out there, tough to decipher between the fastball and changeup. He's got to be willing to stay back and take the ball the other way.
And this is on the ground, is short. Could be 2. There's 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. A couple of walks, but no damage. More of MLB Network's Saturday Baseball after this. Leading off the inning, Bobby Tyrone, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. First pitch on its way.
No, that's down.
Two and 0.
In this situation right here, I'm protecting my pitcher from himself. I know he wants to swing the bat and let the boys know in the clubhouse that he can do his job, but I'm probably putting the take sign on right here.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Two balls and 2 strikes now. Here now the 2-2. Out in front as this is pulled foul into the seats. The 2-2 one more time. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now. Payoff pitch home is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Now I know he struck out there, but for a pitcher, that's a pretty solid at bat. Anytime you can make an opposing pitcher out there work and throw quite a few more extra pitches, that's a quality AB in my book.
Into the box, Brian Cannon, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. He drew a base on balls his first time up. Now the 1-0. Count now a ball and a strike. Now the 1-1 pitch. Is strike 2 swinging.
1 ball, 2 strikes, count.
Hit high in the air down the right field line. And that's in there. Base hit.
Hey, if this pitcher's going to live in the outer half of the plate, then you're going to have to dive out there and get it. And that's exactly what he did. Hey, that's a heck of a job right there, going the other way after seeing 3 pitches on the outer half.
Now a throw over to first. Throw is up the line as it gets away. So now to the plate, Andrew Arellano, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Oh, and they've got him picked off. They slap the tag on him, and he is out at second base. And there's a line drive, base hit to left field. Running hard, he's digging for second. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
The right fielder, number 15, Scott Franchise.
To the plate now, Scott Franchise in the dirt here, and a nice job keeping it close. It's ball 1. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Change up low, 2-0. Looking at his lifetime numbers, Franchise is at least partially known for being a long ball threat, of course. In fact, he's standing on the doorstep of 300 career home runs as he hits here. 2 balls and a strike. And this is on the inside edge, perhaps off the inside edge, but it's a called strike. 2-2 now. Working for the punch out and the offering. Swing and a miss. He struck him out with a 2-seamer, and the inning is over. Riding into the box, Sean McKee. No official at bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one.
McKee.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Bat explodes as this has popped up. Oh, and it eats him up a bit.
Hey, I can only take you inside the mind of the batter right here. Had a lot of swinging bunts in my day. As soon as that ball hits the dirt in front of you, you are getting it down the first base line. When you smell a knock, I don't care what it looks like, you are getting it down the line.
At the plate, Michael Wright, as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Now a throw over, but the runner's back easily. Comes set and the 0-1. Nobody out, runner on first. Tried to work it back to that low inside corner, but it misses. 1-2.
I love a well-executed changeup, especially one down in the zone. The only problem throwing it in that situation, you leave that belt high or miss your spot just a hair, and you could have some problems.
Ball 2. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the two-seamer, and that's out number one.
What I like about that strikeout, guys, is that he came back with a fastball on 2-2. He was heading to count 0-2 earlier, but instead of continuing to nibble a little bit, he decided to get aggressive again and to challenge with his hard stuff.
At the plate now, Glenn Suarez. And he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball, 1-0. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. Skied into straightaway right. Franchise is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
The catcher, number 9, Brad Benton.
At the plate, Brad Benton. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. He's set, and the pitch.
Oh, that's out.
You can really tell about how effective this guy's going to be when guys are swinging at that changeup. So far in this one, they've been real smart to let it go.
A runner on first with 2 away. Swung on and missed. 1-1.
Hey, he's done an amazing job of settling down. 2 innings ago, I thought they were going to run him out of here. But now he's close to posting 2 shutout innings as a response.
The 1-1. Runner goes for second. Pitch inside. The throw. Not in time. He's in there at second.
Well, this pitcher's out there just trying to get hitters out, and he's having a hard time doing that. So as a base runner, that's a good time to try to steal some bases. He's probably not as focused on controlling the running game as he should be.
Now the 2-1. Hit well towards the hole. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Leading off the inning, Corey Esparza, and they'll need him to get something going here. First delivery to him on the way. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. Big swing and a miss at the changeup, a ball and a strike. The 1-1. Misses off the plate. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. All even at 2-2. Here it is. Skied down the left field line. Left fielder giving chase. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
The third baseman, number 4, Tiny Ryan.
Coming to the plate now, Tiny Ryan. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. Broken bat as this ball's hit on the ground. Throw just does get him at first as he was really moving that time.
Oh, that'll make you smile as a pitcher. You make a good pitch, you blow the guy's bat up, and then you make the play yourself. In your head, you're thinking, nice swing, meat.
Stepping up now, Saul Worthing. He reached on a single in his first try. Here's the pitch.
No, inside.
Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Fielded cleanly. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So they go quietly here in this half inning. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. The Cobras on top 3-0. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. And standing in is the veteran outfielder, Buford Christian. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
I guess the game plan from the offensive standpoint today coming into this one was they were going to work the counts. They've been super patient at the plate in the early goings of this game, and they've got the lead looking for more.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
He's attacking this hitter a lot more aggressively than he did the first time when he faced him and issued a walk. Coming right after him here.
Pause, and the 0-2. Smoked on the ground up the middle. And that is by him on into center field. So good hitting on 0-2 nets him a leadoff single.
He had him on the ropes right there. Count leverage, 2 strikes against the batter. He's going to have to put that in the memory bank because that guy made a nice 2-strike approach right there. Made a nice 2-strike adjustment.
In now, Jason McIntosh as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. And he watches one split the middle here, 1-1.
He's been getting lit up all game, and there's a common denominator. He keeps missing right down the middle of the plate. Case in point with that last one.
A runner at first with no outs here. Throw over to the bag, and a dive, but he's back in. And again a throw, keeping particularly close tabs on him. And yet another throw over, and he'll dive back in safely. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
Runner's back.
No, he's safe.
3-1.
You know, I kind of see why his ERA is so high coming into this one. He's just putting these guys in too many good hitters counts. That'll catch up with you real quick.
Nobody out, runner on first. And he will take ball 4. First and second now with nobody out.
Always tough to issue a free pass, but especially troublesome when you give up a single right before that to start the inning. We'll see if he can figure out a way to wiggle out of this.
Next to hit will be the pitcher, Jeff Kessler. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. And he'll smartly just ensure that this stays a foul ball. And no surprise to see the pitcher squaring around as he gets this one down. And he's safe. Back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Mark Lacey. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A bit high there. A ball and no strikes.
When you're hitting in a situation like this, you have to find a way to slow your heart rate down. The pitcher's the one with all the pressure. You're looking to keyhole something middle of the plate and drive some runs in.
Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
Nowhere to put anybody. 2-0 count, not a good spot to be in as a pitcher.
Has a look, now the pitch. Back up the middle. Oh, beautiful dive to second for 1. On to first, a double play.
A bases loaded. Last thing you want to do is ground into a double play, and that's just what he does. 1 run scores, but you don't get an RBI in that spot. That's a rally killer.
Ready for another shot now, Jonathan Adkins. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Slow roller out to short. He's got to hurry. And the off-balance throw is right there for the 3rd out. And a high degree of difficulty on that one as the side is retired. So a run on 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. The Cobras are out in front here, 4-0. All ready to go in the top of the 5th. And stepping up is the shortstop, Hal Hale.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going. And the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0. Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. So 1-1. Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now. Pitch on the way. And it's fouled away. Again, a 1-2.
That's a ball.
I don't blame the pitcher one bit for trying to get the chase right there. He's been fouling everything off. He's still got the entire arsenal open to him, so we'll see what pitch he comes with next.
Tried to get him with the cutter, but it's a full count, 3-2.
Great AB up until this point. A walk right here could really just infuse some confidence into this lineup.
Pulls this one in the air out to left. Christian moves over near the line as he puts it away for the first out of the inning. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Stepping up to the plate, Mike Hayes. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now here's a ball hit high and deep to straightaway right field. Right is back to the warning track, and he's able to put it away for the 2nd out.
The batter, the pitcher, Bobby.
Blake Hamby will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. Start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. He'll enter play here with that average down in the low 200s. Still without a home run and with just the lone RBI. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. Swung on but fouled off to the left. And he lays off upstairs, but it's ruled a strike, and he can't believe it. 1-2. Pulled high in the air out to right field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. James Ray will take the ball now as the new pitcher. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And next it'll be the fleet-footed first baseman, Sean McKee. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. 0-1 the count. Line to the right side. Franchise is there, and he'll bring this one in. It's a bullpen game for them now as we have a look at the starter's final line. Certainly not the night he wanted to have.
Well, this one's really easy to dissect. Too many pitches left over the heart of the plate. 3 bombs allowed in this one. He's going to have to do a better job of throwing quality pitches down the road.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Lifted down the line in left. And no one will get this one. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch.
Count 1-2.
Hey, textbook waste pitch right there. Does he go elevated fastball again or something slow below the zone?
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Got him. So he's down on strikes for the 2nd time here tonight.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
Into the box, Glenn Suarez, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Comes set with the 0-1.
No, that's down.
2 out, nobody on. To 1-2 now.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
The 1-2. And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. Dives, and he hangs on for the out. Wow. Who says first base is where they hide the guys that can't play the field? More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Digging in and looking for more, Brian Cannon. And through 5 turns at bat, they've only mustered a total of 3 hits. Not terrible, but they're certainly not firing on all cylinders.
Well, it's getting a little bit too late in this game if this continues like this. In today's game, with so many dominant bullpen arms, you certainly don't want to wait until the 8th or 9th to try to wake the bats up.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And this one's down off the shoe tops, 1-0. Well, it's been a good outing so far, but he hasn't really racked up the strikeout totals that you might think, Dan.
Yeah, but for him, Matt, he's more of a pitch-to-contact kind of guy, and obviously it's working so far, and the way he pitches, it really keeps his pitch count down.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch.
3 balls, no strike.
Andrew Arellano waits on deck. Now the 3-0 offering. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. The 3-1. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
The left fielder, number 91, Andrew Arellano.
Now a move over to first. Runner back standing. Another look to first, keeping particularly close tabs on him. Into the box now, Andrew Arellano, as he takes a called strike on the black. It's 0-1. Now the pitch.
Nope.
Got to believe the pitcher's going to trust his defense right here. Look for something down in the zone to induce a ground ball double play.
The 1-1. Hard hit at third. Oh, and he can't come up with it. One there. On to first to complete the double play.
The right fielder, number 16, Scott Franchise.
Digging in once again, Scott Franchise. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
A pretty aggressive pitch right there up in the zone. Surprised he didn't offer at it.
Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called a strike anyway. 0-2 now.
His command has been outstanding so far, hitting nearly all of his spots, and that's been a big factor why he's been so successful up to this point.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
Nope. Ball 1.
Now a swing and a fly ball. But this will wind up being a foul ball. Here's another 1-2.
I got to count 2-2.
That fastball really got away from him there. That's kind of a red flag for me that he's starting to tire or wear down a little bit. The first thing that goes is location and then your mechanics. We'll see if this continues.
Hits are now even at 4 apiece. Oh, and look what I found out there on the mound. And he'll toss this one on to first as they're kept off the scoreboard again, and the inning is over. No runs on a hit, no errors, and no one left. 6th, 7th, and 8th place hitters due up in the bottom of inning number 6. Mississippi is out in front 4-0. Stepping in, Brad Benton. 0 for 2 on his line thus far.
The catcher, Brad Benton.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Chopped down the first baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. The pitch.
1 ball, 1 strike. One strike, the count. I got 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike.
Buford Christian is on deck. Line drive base hit.
Dan, after that base hit right there, he's got a 6-game hitting streak going.
You know what? And this could lead him on to some bigger and better things right here. He's been swinging the bat pretty well, and he's been rewarded for it, as you talked about. 6-game hitting streak so far.
Runners off for second. Offered at and missed. Here's the throw. And it skips in as he steals the bag easily.
You don't see that very often against this guy. This guy has one of the best arms in the game, but still a successful steal of second base.
From the belt, kicks and deals. And it's 1-1.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
Slider, and he touches 90 with that one. It's 1-2.
You rarely see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and man, as a hitter, probably a good chance you're not going to see that pitch again.
And this is swung on and missed, and boy, they took care of a key man there. 1 away.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Standing in now, Jason McIntosh, as he'll take a look at a sinker here, too low for ball 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. The 1-0 home. Line towards center field. That's in there. Base hit. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with 1 away.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
He had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets down, but eventually does get to third base.
Richard Wise will look to provide a little punch off the bench as he'll hit with runners at the corners and 1 out in the inning. Line shot to third base.
The batter, number 7, shortstop, Mark Lacy.
Ready once again, Mark Lacy. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Ready. Here's the first offering, and that's by him. It's 0-1.
You have to find a way to lay off that low sinker. There is just no way to do any damage. You're just looking at either a bruised shin or a ground.
Now here's a fly ball, well hit. Left fielder looking up into the bleachers and gone. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. Home run number 2 for him on the year as this lead swells to 7-0.
And you can see why they love this guy. He's a leadoff guy with some serious pop. And he pounces on this mistake and knocked it right out of here.
Sanders gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Stepping in now, Jonathan Atkins, as he'll take a look at ball one. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Now the 1-0 is an off-speed pitch taken for a ball.
Well, that's another great hitting count here on 2-0. It's no wonder why they're up 7.
2-1 after the foul ball there. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now a curveball here, nowhere close. That's in the dirt. It's 3-1. Sean McKee would be next. The 3-1 pitch. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
Man, the pitcher's wondering how he didn't get that call. Busted him inside on a 3-1 count, and the ump thought it was just a tad off the plate. Tough to get the benefit of the doubt from the umpire when you fall behind in a count like that, though.
First offering on its way. And there he goes towards second. Pitch inside. The throw not in time as the offline throw allows him to get in there easily. The 1-0.
Now you can see he's working around this guy right here. Why not? First base is open. Walk wouldn't be the worst thing in this spot.
Now the 2-0. A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a man left. 7th inning coming up. The Cobras are out on top 7-0. Jeremy Kilpatrick is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Kilpatrick.
7th inning ready to roll, and here comes the first baseman, Corey Esparza.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Now some action out in the bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander begin throwing. Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Into the corner and slicing foul. Swing and a ball lifted in the air toward the line in right. Right is over to his left as he snags this one for the first out of the inning.
The third baseman, number 4, Tiny Ryan.
Now at the plate, Tiny Ryan. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Takes this the other way to right. And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1 for 3 game so far.
The center fielder, number 8, Charles Worthy.
At the plate, Saul Worthing. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Here comes the 0-1.
1-1.
Good speed at first and good speed with the guy at the dish. Going to be tough to double up these guys. If you're an infielder, got to get rid of it quick.
The 1-1. Hit hard on the ground towards second. There's one. On to first, it's a double play as their woes continue. The inning is over. Last half of the 7th here, and next to bat will be the outfielder, Michael Wright.
The right fielder, Michael Wright.
First pitch coming, here it is. Softly hit to short. Throw, and he's called out on a close play at first.
Now batting, the second baseman, Cobras.
Coming to the plate now, Glenn Suarez. First offering on its way. Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. Pitch on the way. A ball and a strike. 1 out, nobody on. One and two now as that one's fouled off.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Got to find a way to keep his hands back.
Slider laid off for a ball. And now this ball's lifted in the air down the right field line, but this will get back into the seats, so the count holds at 2-2. Now the pitch. To the left side, but it's well fouled. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. And he holds off on the breaking ball, so the count runs full.
Wow, talk about a waste pitch on 2-2. That one wasn't even close. I don't know anyone that would have swung at that pitch.
Franchise is back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone.
The catcher, number 9, Brad Benton.
So coming to the plate, Brad Benton. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, guys, everyone knows he's been slumping. Dan, you can certainly attest to this, only amassing a solid 1 hit in your entire career. But pressure's off now. Maybe he gets hot.
1 ball, no strikes to count. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now. 2 out, nobody on. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Scooped up, and that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Riding in once again, Hal Hale. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time.
Probably a design take right there. They need base runners, so they're going to make them try to bring the ball in the strike zone.
In there, and he's in control 0-2 now.
Yeah, this is straight survival mode. Down 0-2. The numbers are definitely not with the batter here.
And he looks at a cold strike 3 as the cut fastball's in there, and that's out number 1.
Well, he certainly wasn't intimidated on the mound right there. He had to stare down a really good hitter, and instead of working around the zone, he challenged him with 3 straight good pitches. I like that he didn't give his opponent too much credit.
To the plate now, Mike Hayes. Line to the right side, but that's a foul ball. 0 for 2 for him to this point. The windup and the 0-1. Crowds him a bit with a fastball there, and it's to 1-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Fooled with the curveball there, and it's strike 2. That pitch was so slow it barely registered on the radar gun.
Yeah, Matt, we don't see too many pitches crawling to the plate like that, especially these days. That can be a really tough pitch for a hitter to wait back on.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2.
This is a fun guy to watch when he's up there. Really battles. Doesn't take any pitches off. He's a grinder. Always seems to make it difficult on the opposing pitcher.
Hit on the ground out to short. Reined in. Throw on to first. 2 gone.
Now back, the pitcher, Brett Sanders.
Michael Lopez will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. In there, 0-1. Fastball called for strike 2.
You got to cover the whole plate now after letting him steal 2 strikes on the inside half.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
I got to count 2-2.
Pretty good breaking ball to lay off of right there. If I'm pitching, I might think this guy might be sitting on something off speed.
Here now the 2-2. Rolled slowly down the third baseline, but a foul ball as it holds at 2-2. Now here's the pitch. Weak grounder down the line at third, but this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. Now here's the pitch. Skied into straightaway right. Right is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Eric Mensch comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. Plate, Buford Christian. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And he'll look at a fastball just off the black, and it's even at 1. Ball low as he's able to lay off the slider. And he missed again, high and away this time. 3-1.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
And the count will be full. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Heading out towards shallow right. Franchise has to come in a few steps, but he has it for route number 1.
Now batting, the third baseman, Jason McIntosh.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jason McIntosh. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. First delivery to him on the way. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
Oh, not sure where that one missed, and I'm not sure the pitcher does either.
Set up away, but he misses with a slurve ball for ball 2. 1 out, nobody on. Too far out in front that time. He can't keep it fair. 2-1. And this one's going to bounce up to the plate. An easy take there, and it's 3-1 now. And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. The 3-2 pitch. Gets him looking up around the letters.
Beautiful backdoor slider for the punch out right there, guys. When it's tight like this one was, it looks like a fastball off the plate, then darts back at the corner at the last second. Locked him up completely with that one.
Paul Taylor will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Paul Taylor.
And he got him out in front that time. Strike 1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Oh, he had him fooled there. No balls and 2 strikes.
Down 0-2 to a guy with this much weaponry, 5 pitches he can go to, not looking good.
And he missed with it. It's 1-2. And that's lifted in the air out toward left. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Tim Lee comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th. So the batting order turns over now and set to go. Brian Hannon starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
First pitch on its way.
0-1.
The 0-1 delivery. Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called a strike anyway. 0-2 now.
Your idea of working a count goes out the window. You're frustrated right now, down 0-2. Gotta find a way to grind.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses. 1-2. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2. The 2-2 is a fastball taken high for a ball.
From 0-2 to 3-2, what a great at bat to start this inning off. Hey, this could be a productive inning.
Hit out towards second. He's right there. Throw pulls the first baseman off the bag.
Well, that's always the danger when you've got a lead that's this big. You know there's not a lot of doubt about the outcome of the game, so you lose focus a little bit in the field. And sometimes as a player, you try to trick yourself into playing like it's a close game so you stay sharp.
So it's a runner at first as a result of the throwing error. And digging in is the outfielder, Andrew Arellano. He's set. Here it comes.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
A runner at first with no outs here. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2.
He got the fastball where he wanted and just pulled off of it.
On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Off the plate at 94, 1-2. Lee is exactly what you want out of a bullpen arm. It's a rare occasion that anyone squares him up. He doesn't give up a lot of hits, and when he does, they're almost always kept in the yard.
Matty V, there are two keys to being a good relief pitcher, and always remember these. One, limit the base on balls. Two, keep the ball in the ballpark. You can't defend a walk, and you can't defend a round tripper, and he does both.
The 2-2. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2.
That was another good pitch and a tough call that could have gone either way. He couldn't get him to bite on it again, so the count's gone from 0-2 to 3-2.
Good battle. Count remains full. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. And he fouls this one off. Another full count pitch home. And that will miss for ball 4. So an error and a walk here to start the inning.
The right fielder, number 16.
Now at the plate, Scott Franchise, and his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Well, they've yet to hang a number on the scoreboard, but it looks like they've got a great opportunity from the breakthrough. Going to be pretty demoralizing if they can't.
The 1-0 home. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Christian arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first down. And he'll move up to third now. Runners at the corners here with one away.
Good read there at second base to know he could make it to third on the flyout. Now he's only 90 feet away with one out.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Corey Esparza. First pitch of the at-bat. There's a good breaking ball as it gets the bottom of the zone. And he misses with it. 1-1.
That one looked like it could easily have gone the other way. There's a big difference between 0-2 and 1-1, but now this next pitch probably becomes the biggest of the at-bat.
Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. From the stretch. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
In now, Tiny Ryan. And this is in the air to right, and this should do it. And he'll make the catch to end it as the Cobras have come back to even up this series at a game apiece as this ball game is over.
Wow, they were banging on all cylinders from the leadoff man to the number 9 guy, the order. They absolutely cruised to a 7-run victory. If it were only always that easy, right?
A 7-0 shutout final score tonight. The Cobras jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Jeff Kessler earns the win, his second. Bobby Tyrone was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac and Heidi Watney on the field, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network. Have a good night, everybody.
Here now is our final line score. First for your victorious home team, 7 runs, 7 hits, 1 error. They left 6 men on base. For the visitors, no runs, 5 hits, no errors. They left 6 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 9 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.
Afternoon baseball here on the show. Today we've got a good matchup in store between the 66ers and the Blazers. McGee is a man on a mission as he tries to bring his hitting streak to 20 games. Next. Jimmy Painter, a right-hander from Alabama, gets the starting assignment. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, you take a look at this guy's ERA. Any ERA under 4 is pretty good in this day and age of baseball when we have all these high-scoring, high-flying affairs. This guy knows how to pitch. He knows how to control the running game. And most importantly, he's not afraid to throw strikes. We'll see how he does in this one.
Digging in now, Monty Smith. And we are ready for some daytime baseball. Here's the first pitch to him. Fouled off.
First pitch, 136.
The windup and the 0-1. Line drive to left. And that'll get down out there for extra bases. And he will coast into second with a leadoff double.
Wow, that's the way to kick off a day at the ballpark right there. Leadoff hitter, and he puts the pitcher on his heels right out of the gate with a leadoff double. It's hard to get settled into a game as a pitcher when you're dealing with the runner in scoring position one batter into the game.
Into the box, Tyler Blackwell popped him up. Zimmer over to his right. And that's the first out of the inning. And a leap, but it's fired right over his head. Fortunately, the catcher's there to back things up.
Batting third, the second baseman, number 3.
Stepping into the box, McGee. He's really been dialed in at the plate lately, having hit safely in his last 19 games.
Yeah, Matty, he's got a chance to go for 20 right here. That's a huge hit streak, and he's done it in a variety of ways. Some damage mixed in with just some nice ABs.
Guys, you take a look at the home 9 as they enter play here this afternoon. They come in playing reasonably well of late, though they have dropped their last 2 in a row.
Yeah, Matty, dropping their last game. Now they find themselves at 500 again. They got to find a way to get on a hot streak. You cannot continue to go peaks and valleys throughout the course of the season and ride that 500 line all year. At some point, you're going to have to take 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10 to get this going in the right direction.
Here's the 1-1 delivery. And there is our officiating crew in this one, calling balls and strikes, Mr. Freddie Ferguson.
You know, this is one of the guys behind the dish, Freddie Ferguson, Dan, that the rookies are going to have a tough time with. If you've played in the league for a little bit, you understand that he's got his own zone.
You touched on it, D-Roy. I think he rewards the veteran players, not only pitchers, but position players. He makes the younger players, he makes them earn their keep.
That is it. The first baseman, number 84.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, King, runner in scoring position with Sugan. Here comes the first pitch. He'll start him with a sinker here, but that sinks a bit too much that time. It's 1-0.
With the runner on third, 2 outs, base open, and a good hitter at the plate, you have to be smart and not give in. If you walk this guy, so what? It's a lot worse if you give him a ball that he can hurt you on.
1-0. Here it is. Smith at third with 2 away. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
And I really don't know how you swing at that. He must have had his mind up he was going to swing as soon as the ball came out of the pitcher's hand.
Ready with the 1-2. A swing and a miss on a ball way outside the strike zone, and the inning is over. Benjamin Sanders will be on the bump for game 2 of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, this guy has really good stuff, and he's commanding his off-speed pitches like he was in his last one. He threw the ball really well, picking up the win and allowing only 2 runs. If he brings that stuff back in this one, it could be back-to-back powerhouse performances.
Now batting, Richardson. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Richardson.
Here's the pitch. He had to be looking for something else to start the at-bat. It's 0-1. So, guys, our visitors, as they take the field following a scoreless top half, they've been playing some pretty good baseball of late as they've won 6 of their last 8 games.
Yeah, Matty, I know we're getting ready for game 2, but yesterday, man, road trip got off to a great start. They pounded the baseball, pitched, played defense. This team comes in riding high into game 2.
And the inning begins with a quick out number 1.
Batting second. Not shortstop. Scott Jordan.
Digging in, Scott Jordan. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Now here's the pitch. While his hitting streak might be drawing most of the attention, some might not realize he's hitting for real power as well, slugging over 500 for the season.
1-1.
And that's the beauty of it, Matty. He's doing it with damage. It's not the 1-for-4 with the ground ball with eyes or the bleeder with no one on that doesn't help the team. This is a guy that's done serious damage from day 1 of this hit streak, and it's continued.
Grounded weakly down the line toward third. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Lays off 2-2 now. Sent out to straightaway center field. Schultz is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
Batting third. The left fielder. Nori Dizzy.
At the plate, Nori Dizzy. And in case you haven't been keeping up the tabs on him, arguably he's been one of the hottest hitters in the league over the last 7 or so games. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Nope, that's down.
The 1-0 home.
Whoa, that pitch is down.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Outside, 3-0 now.
I wouldn't be surprised if he had the green light here. Matter of fact, I know he's got the green light here. He's looking for something set or cut, and he's looking to do damage.
And a good job there to lay off. It's ball 4 as he becomes their first base runner of the ball game now with 2 away.
Well, they were obviously pitching around him there, and I don't blame him. With the bases empty and 2 outs, and a hitter of this caliber at the plate, make somebody else beat you.
Settling in now, Colt Snow, man at first after the 2-out walk. From the stretch. Here's the 0-1. Slow roller left side. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. Second inning set to go, and next it'll be the outfielder, Ben Kohler.
Ben Kohler.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
What?
Called strike at the knees, 1-1. drive base hit into the left center field gap. He's around first, heading for two. Not in time, and he's in there with a double. And this, of course, is a ballpark that yields a lot of doubles as we take a look at the team leaders for the most two base hits this year. And you can see right there where they rank in that category. Now at the plate, Orlando Schultz, and he'll hit with a chance to push across the game's first run.
Yeah, great RBI opportunity here, but at the very least, he needs to find a way to advance that runner to third. Small things like that in a tight game can make a big difference.
As a look, now the pitch. Starts him out with a sinker that's inside, 1-0. From the belt, the pitch. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. Good lead there at second. Here's the pitch. But this will be speared at third, and that was self-defense all the way. One gone.
Batting seventh, the catcher, JP Humphries.
Coming to the plate now, J.P. Humphries, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. First pitch on its way. A ball and no strikes.
In today's game, everybody's trying to work off the mound north-south, trying to elevate that heater. He wanted that pitch right there, but I can tell you as an offensive player, I'd rather give you 6 inches off east-west than to have you call that high fastball.
No score here as we play inning number 2. On the ground to the right side. And that's through into right field for a base hit. Now the relay home. And not in time as the run scores.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D. Where you get that base hit to give your team the lead, you have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
Standing in now, Ty Watts, as he'll take strike one on the inside corner. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
Hey, you know in the back of your mind as a batter right here, he's got that nasty sinker. I know it's 0-2, but he might not be looking for the punch out. You have to find a way as a batter to get that two-seamer up in the zone, or you're going to ground into a double play.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Runner at first here, 1 man out. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now. From the belt, kicks and deals. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Man, this at-bat has changed quickly from 0-2 now to 2-2. A good job of plate discipline by this hitter, not chasing those pitches just off the plate.
From the stretch. And this one's in the dirt, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. 7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2.
A lot of indecision there on that check swing, and that's something you see quite a lot on 3 and 2. When the difference between striking out and drawing the walk can be an inch or two, it's pretty understandable why guys aren't always aggressive with their swings.
Here comes the first pitch. Benjamin Sanders is in with 2 away as he takes a ball, 1-0. From the stretch. And this is going to find the crowd down the left field line. It's a ball and a strike. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. 2 out with the man at first. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. It's a run on 2 hits, 1 left. On now to the bottom of the second. Uranus is on top, 1-0. Leading off the inning, Leon Richardson, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Richardson.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Here it comes. Hit hard up the middle. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard. He'll get it into second, and he'll get in there safely. So a struggle that time for him in center field, and as a result, he'll be tagged with the E8 on the play. Into the box now, Martin Zemecki, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. A runner at second, nobody out. And that misses 1-1.
1-0.
No contact there, and it's 1-2. Open to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2. Hit the other way out toward right field. Right fielder is on the run. He makes the catch, and the runner from second will tag and head for third. And he'll make it up to third safely here with 1 away.
Batting 7th, the first baseman, Mad Dog Jackson.
Digging in, Mad Dog Jackson, looking to stay hot. He's been a real threat at the plate the last week or so. First offering on its way. Line to the right side. And this is going to split the fairway and head out toward the rock pile for extra bases. He's in at second safely as a run comes across to score on the play, tying the ball game.
Yeah, it's always nice to get a run right back after you've given one up to the guys in the other dugout. So he squares this thing up really well to drive in a run and ties us up at 1.
At the plate now, Zach Zimmer. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. As he arrives at second without a play, as they jump ahead with a run scoring on the play. And time will be called here as the pitching coach heads out to the mound and hopefully try and settle this guy down a bit. At the plate, Jimmy Painter tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Oh and 1, here it comes. Hit on the ground is short. He's got it. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Richardson.
Into the box now, Richardson. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, and it looked like a sinker in his last AB that got him to roll over. Kind of similar situation right here. Similar stuff on the mound. Look for them to try and get him to do exactly the same thing as his last AB. He's got to fight to get it elevated just a little bit more.
1-0. Here it is. Line hard to the left side, but foul. Here's the 1-1.
Nope, outside.
A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Looking up is the center fielder. Still going back. It's off the rocks and gone. Two-run shot to straightaway center. Number 10 for him on the year, as it's now a 4-1 ball game.
No surprise with that swing of the bat. This guy is simply one of the best in the game right now. There's not too many guys that take a beautiful hack like that in the league.
In now, Scott Jordan. As he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball one. Jordan is most often considered a third baseman, but he's actually playing shortstop for his club in this one.
Yeah, this would usually scare me a little bit. Third base being such a reactionary position and then going over to short and that being more of a rhythm and timing, creating footwork towards first base. Might have a little bit more time, but the way the shifts have been employed in today's game, he occasionally touches shortstop. He occasionally touches second base, so I don't think this is a stretch.
Well, I think he just kind of lost focus on the mound right there. It's clearly not going his way, and he's thinking more about that than the task at hand. And right now he needs to think about this hitter.
2 balls and a strike. Here it is. Chopper down the third baseline. But this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. Now here's the pitch. Sharp ground ball to third. And just past his outstretched glove into left, the base hit.
Wow, his manager must have a lot of faith in him, and I'm not sure why. He's given up 5 hits in this inning alone, and it doesn't look like it's going to come to an end anytime soon.
To the plate now, Nori Dizzy, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1. He'll enter play at 313. 3 homers, 10 RBIs. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch.
Nope, that's the ball. Count is 2-1.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
Ready with 2 balls and a strike.
Oh, that's low.
It's clear he just hasn't been able to find any rhythm out there. Pretty much unable to hit any of his spots, and now he's at 3-1, and he's put him into another great hitting count.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. And he misses here for ball 4. Already 2 walks surrendered in his first couple of innings of work.
Oh, man, I think this walk is going to grind at him for a bit. He just missed, and now the inning continues with the man in scoring position.
Digging in to try it again, Colt Snow. Here comes the first pitch. Lifted down the line in left. Cobras is there to put it away and finally put an end to the inning. 9 men come to the plate, 4 score. We played 2 full. The Blazers are out in front 4-1. Top of the third set to get underway, and stepping in is the veteran shortstop, Monty Smith.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
Now back, the right fielder, Tyler Blackwell.
Into the box now, Tyler Blackwell. He flew out in his last at-bat. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he misses inside with that one. Ball 1. Well, it'd be hard to argue that he's not the best hitter in the game right now. Aside from the hitting streak, he lays claim to the league's best batting average as well.
And that's the beauty of it, Matty. He's doing it with damage. It's not the 1-for-4 with the ground ball with eyes or the bleeder with no one on that doesn't help the team. This is a guy that's done serious damage from day 1 of this hit streak, and it's continued.
1-1. Hit on the ground to third. Scooped up. And they won't have a play as he reaches at first. Let's see how this is scored.
Hey, D-Row, are you aware of this after that knock right there? That's an 11-game hitting streak. You think he knows it's at 11?
I think he knows exactly that it's at 11. It starts off innocent. You just want to get a few knocks to get the hitting coach off your back. Next thing you know, you wake up, you've been sleeping easy for almost a week, 8 days. Now we're on 11. This guy's dinner tastes different.
McGee comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Now the 1-0 is in off the plate. Well, this hitting streak is just the latest development in what's been an impressive offensive year for him. He's up among the league leaders in hitting as of today.
He's had an amazing season, and you can tell the confidence is oozing off him. When we were down before the game talking to him around the batting cage, you could just sense he wants 4 ABs and he wants them with runners in scoring position. He's certainly given himself a chance to have a monster season.
Richardson is there, 2 gone.
Now batting, number 84.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, King. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch outs will stick with you a little longer.
Here's the first pitch to him. In there at the letters 0-1. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Left fielder giving chase. Oh, and this deflects right off him. Blackwell is on his way home. He'll score easily as they now trail by only 2. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
Stepping in now, Ben Kohler. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball 1. Now the 1-0 finds the zone, strike 1. Grounded back up the middle. A diving effort as it's off his glove. And no chance at a recovery here, as despite a great effort that time, they won't get an out on the play.
Boy, you know, D'Lo, every pitcher loves that. Shortstop does a great job just to knock that ball down, to keep it from the outfield, to keep that runner from advancing all the way to home.
Yeah, and as a former middle infielder, Dan, we love this stuff. This is what gets you jacked up, trying to save runs for your pitcher, give you another chance to execute and get us out of this inning.
Orlando Schultz is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball that's 1-0. Has a look, now the pitch. Swing and a ground ball to third. Throw to first in time, and the big inning is avoided as the side is retired. Well, the run will score in the inning on this RBI double. Bottom of the third coming up. The Blazers lead it 4-2. Bottom of the third now, and at the plate will be the speedy outfielder Leon Richardson.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Tries to bunt his way on here, but this is a foul ball. The windup and the 0-1. In the air, down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. Easy take there on the sinker, well off the outside. Hit out towards second. Fielded cleanly. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow. And with that, there you get a look at what's happening in the race in the National League West. Standing in, Martin Zemecki, 0 for 1 here in the early going. The pitch.
That's a ball. Ball 1, no strike.
Now the 1-0. A bouncer up the middle. And into center field as he's aboard with a 1-out single.
You know, D-Roll, the old school thinking sometimes is when you're going through a bad streak like this guy, any way you can get on a little jam shot, even though it wasn't pretty, maybe this could get this guy finally going.
Yeah, I can't tell you how good that had to feel right there. There's moments where you slap that donut off your bat, you don't even want to walk to home plate. You're scuffling so bad.
Mad Dog Jackson stands in as he looks at a called strike. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2.
Great pitch in that situation. If he makes contact on that one, more than likely he's hitting into a double play.
The 0-2 pitch. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Looking up is the left fielder into the bleachers and gone. It's a two-run shot to straightaway left. 8th home run on the season for him as they open it up to 6-2 now.
Well, he's given up 2 long balls in just 2 1/3 innings of work. So it seems as though they might have his number here. Not sure how much more the manager wants to see. He needs to turn it around quick if he wants to stay in this one for a while.
Standing in now, Zach Zimmer. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Zimmer stands at an even 6 feet tall, a right-handed batter and thrower. He's in his rookie year here at the big league level. Well outside with the curveball for a ball.
And this is why he's struggling right here. He's not able to pound the strike zone early in the count. These guys are finding themselves in serious count leverage situations, and good hitters aren't going to miss.
2 balls and a strike to count. And here's a ball in the air now, carrying a bit out toward right center. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
The pitcher, number 30, Jimmy Painter.
So here now is the pitcher, Jimmy Painter. Here's the first pitch to him. And a slider tails outside for ball 1. Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now, 2-0.
My bet is he's getting the take sign now on 2-0. If he's having a hard time throwing strikes to the pitcher, you might as well let him work himself into trouble.
2 out, nobody on. 3-0 now.
It's amazing how guys can lose focus sometimes when the weaker hitters come up, especially the pitchers. You got to stay on the attack and minimize pitches and get these guys out in a hurry.
And this misses as well. Ball 4. And he's walked the opposing pitcher on 4 pitches.
What's the saying? When you find yourself in a hole, the first thing you should do is stop digging. Well, the guy on the bump obviously hasn't heard that one.
Ready to take his hacks again, Richardson, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up. First offering on its way. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1.
Well, that sinker is normally a really important pitch for him, but it really hasn't been effective so far. It just looks kind of flat.
The 1-0 home.
2 balls, no strike.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
Hitters count. Here's the 2-0 pitch.
2 balls, 1 strike, the count.
A runner on first with 2 away. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
You look in the dugout, you can tell that manager's getting ready to come out on that top step. If he doesn't get out of this situation right here, and it's a tough one, I think the bullpen comes in.
And he misses again. Ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on ball.
And don't forget, he gave up a long ball earlier in this inning, so you can understand why he wasn't too aggressive with him there. When he got him to 3-1, he wasn't too anxious to challenge him.
In now, Scott Jordan, and we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home so far this inning. Hoping to limit the damage, here's the pitch. On the ground to third. Throw on to first, and an important pitch there as they get out of the inning before things explode. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run home run. We played 3 full. It's now 6-2. Ready now, J.P. Humphries. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat.
Yeah, guys, everyone knows he's been slumping. Dan, you can certainly attest to this, only amassing a solid 1 hit in your entire career. But pressure's off now. Maybe he gets hot.
And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Pitch on the way. And here's a sinker that causes him to back away, as that just about got him.
One of the things every pitcher wants to do is make sure that those hitters aren't very comfortable up there. See how he runs this hard one in right here? That's a pitch you just want to try to get a hitter to move his feet a little bit.
hit back up the middle. And this will find its way into center field for a leadoff single.
Hey guys, he's not known for being a singles hitter right here, but that's his second knock of the game.
And I'm sure he'll take him, but the guys on the other side of the scorecard might be thinking we really avoided a worse fate. So now to the plate, Ty Watts. And he connects with it. This one's hit deep out to left center field. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the wall. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
Hey, after that base knock right there, he's into double digits, Dero. That's a 10-game hitting streak.
Oh, you talking about double digits, Dan? Now it's getting firm. We're seeing the batting average go up. We're seeing the homers go up. We're seeing the RBIs go up. Everything is moving north.
This one's down to third. Throws in time, and that's out number one.
The batter, the shortstop, Monty Smith.
At the plate, Monty Smith, 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. From the stretch. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. Here comes the 0-1. And a liner foul into the seats down the right side. Second and third here, one man out. Now he turns and smokes this one into deep center field. And that'll get down out there near the wall. One run will score easily. Here's the second runner around third. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate. And he will come all the way around to score. Unbelievable.
The fans are not happy, and I can't blame them. And inside the Parker on that hit, there's simply no excuse for that. And everyone in the ballpark knows it. We'll see if he can shake it off and get out of the top half of this inning.
Plate now, Tyler Blackwell, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball one. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ball game. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0.
2 balls, no strikes.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
Hit hard to the right. Three runs already home here. Offers it that one a little late, and it's 2-2 now. Hit out towards second. He's got it. And he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out.
Now batting, number 3.
So digging in now, McGee. First delivery to him on the way.
Hey, I'm surprised he went to that spot in the zone. This guy's known for being a down and in hitter. Don't expect too many pitches going in that spot.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out.
Nope.
Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone. Unable to find the zone with the slider.
Hey, after those 2 breaking balls missed, you have to be sitting on a fastball right here.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. 2 out, nobody on. High fly ball out to straightaway center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. So 3 runs on 3 hits, including the home run. No errors, and no one left on base. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. The Blazers lead this one 6-5. Adam Hendricks will come on in relief now as he'll make his 10th appearance of the season.
Hendricks.
Bottom of the inning now. Coming forward, the veteran outfielder, Nori Dizzy. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Ripped down the line. And the throw will get him at first as he is robbed on a magnificent play there.
Great reactions on that one, and a good job to get down on the ground in time to smother it. Still had to get up and make a throw, and of course, he did that too.
Digging in, Colt Snow.
And he's the reigning recipient of the National League's Player of the Month award.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. That ball's headed for the gap in left center. He's got a base hit, possibly more. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
Man, I don't think he could have bisected those fielders any better if he tried. Drove that one into the alley for a gapper that'll bring him easily into second base.
In now, Leon Richardson pops this one up. And this will land foul. Hendricks, a right-hander standing 6'3". His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expectations, to be honest with you. I know he wants to turn it up a little bit, though, as he approaches the end of the season and make that salary push as he heads towards free agency again.
This is on the ground over to first. And he'll take this one to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner will move up 90 feet to third base.
Now batting, the catcher, Martin Zemecki.
Into the box, Martin Zemecki. He singled his last time up. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
No problem with that take right there. First pitch from a reliever, got to calibrate that velocity.
And now he'll foul this one off as well to fall behind here. No balls and 2 strikes. 2 outs here with a runner at third. Slow roller down the third baseline. But this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. 0-2. Here it is.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fly ball out toward left center field. Center fielder on the run. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. New inning set to get underway, and set to go is the veteran first baseman, King.
Number 84.
Here it comes. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. Now some action out in the bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander begin throwing. Good cut fastball in there. 1-1. One and two now as that one's fouled off. Again, another foul ball. The 1-2. Down the third baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2.
Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to go a little bit further outside the zone. 3 foul balls in a row. He wants to get a swing and a miss on this next pitch.
And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Now batting, the left fielder, Cobras.
So stepping in, Ben Kohler. He doubled earlier and carries a 2-for-2 line into this appearance. First offering on its way. Hot shot down the line, but a foul ball here. 0-1. 1 out, nobody on. Swing, and he popped him up over in foul territory back behind third. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Another one sent foul. Now another 0-2. Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. And the throw is made to record the 2nd out of the inning.
Well, you know you made a real nice pitch when you bounce it in the dirt and you still get the hitter to swing at it. That tells me that there's a lot of deception in that pitch right now.
Now in the box, Orlando Schultz. Here's the first pitch to him.
Nope.
Low for ball 1.
Ball 1, no strike.
And this one's on the inside corner. 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Ground ball sent back up the middle, and that finds its way through for a base hit. The throw into second. The tag, and they'll get him at second, and with that, the side is retired. So after the 3 spot last time around, he's able to bounce back and hang a 0 here. Home half of the 5th coming up. Portland leads this one 6-5. Set now for the bottom of the 5th. And here comes the first baseman, Mad Dog Jackson.
Mad Dog Jackson.
The pitch. Hit in the air to shallow center. And that'll get down for a base hit. So the leadoff man reaches in their half of the 5th.
Dan, with that single, he's now 3/4 of the way to hitting for the cycle. Toughest one still on the shelf, though. He's got to get it triple.
Yeah, that dude said it, D'Lo. That's one of those that's either got to hit right down the line or one of those tweeners in the gap. He has enough speed, so if he can find a gap or find one down the line, maybe he can do it, and he's going to at least get one more at bat in this one.
1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. The 0-1 on its way. Behind 0-2 now.
Well, somebody's sitting off speed right here. Only way he was late on that heater is he was expecting another changeup.
The next 0-2 pitch to him misses outside.
Hey, I get it. He wants to set up that breaking ball down and away, but that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close.
The 1-2.
Outside, that's the ball.
Hey, started this guy backwards, couple of off-speed pitches early, followed by back-to-back heaters. He can go either way he wants to go right now.
Good eye to lay off the slider there, and he works it to full 3-2 here.
Not what you want to do on the mound, go from 0-2 to 3-2, but credit the man in the box for being patient, even with 2 strikes.
Now the payoff pitch home. Swing and a ball hit out toward right center. Schultz will settle under it to make the play for the first out, as the runner will have to head back to first.
The batter, the pitcher, Jimmy Painter.
Alejandro Rosas will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Rosas.
And a good slider here to start the at-bat, but it's ruled a ball, 1-0. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. The 1-0 home rolled slowly down the third baseline. To second for 1. Return throw is in time. How about that? They do turn 2, and it gets him out of the inning. Around the horn they go. 5-4 to 3 to end the threat. More from the show. Saturday Baseball following this message and a word from our local stations. Jordan English takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
English.
Leading off the inning, J.P. Humphries, and they'll need him to get something going here. First offering on its way. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. Is put in play to the right side of the infield. Scooped up. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
The batter, the third baseman, Ty Watts.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Ty Watts. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
1-0.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. English has a good reputation for preventing the long ball. One swing can change the complexion of the ball game when you're coming in late, but he rarely lets that happen. Part of what makes him as effective as he is. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
A little too tall that time. 3-1 now. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. There's the good fastball, and he can't catch up. 3-2.
Hey, this pitcher better be careful right here. My man at the plate is not trying to push something to the opposite field.
Fouled away. Bases are empty. 1 man out. He loses him on ball 4.
Well, you never want to issue a free pass if you can help it. But when a hitter like that digs in, you'd rather he's standing at first than driving a ball out of here and erasing your 1-run lead.
Luis Rojas will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Luis Rojas.
This is on the ground over to first. The throw pulls him off the bag.
Well, it's really hard to complain about this one because that's one of the hardest double plays to turn. The first baseman has to deal with the runner headed to second, and he sometimes shields you from throwing where you want to make the throw. They should have made it, but that's a tough play all the way around.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Monty Smith, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Set and the pitch. This one's down to third. Right to him. One there. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Dante Tracy enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the sixth.
Tracy.
Bottom of the sixth inning now, and next will be a speed threat in the form of outfielder Richard Richardson. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. Tracy, 28 years old. He's a 5-year vet at the major league level. The 1-0. And a fastball that's about off the radar screen there. It's 2-0.
I'm seeing him just a little too amped up out there right now. That's common with hard throwers like him. Running a blazing fastball up there is great, but if you can't harness it, what good does it do you?
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Long run for the center fielder. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
Now batting, shortstop, Scott Jordan.
Stepping in, Scott Jordan. Here's the first pitch to him. Here's a good breaking ball as it gets the bottom of the zone. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. One and one.
You know he wants that on the mound, especially if it would have made the count 0-2. Didn't get it though, so now you have to make another quality pitch on 1-1.
One out, nobody on. Well, he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane of the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. Still 1-2. Line toward right center. A dive, but it's off his glove.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
To the plate now, Nori dizzy as he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball one. He was a ground out victim last time up. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Kohler is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
Now back, second baseman, Colt Snow.
Stepping into the box, Colt Snow. comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. He broke out the slide step there, Danny.
Yeah, he's clearly thinking about the steal right here. Didn't happen, but the cat-mouse game continues on.
1-0 pitch. A swing and a miss, strike one.
Well executed fastball right at the knees. Going to be a long day for this offense if he stays in that spot.
Both teams with an even 10 hits in the ballgame. And here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
Go to that well one more time. He's been late on the first two.
Tries to get him to chase the curveball away, but it breaks outside. 2-2 now.
Good job to lay off that 1-2 breaking ball. Put himself right back in this at bat.
And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full. 3-2.
Good running count right here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on first. He'll be off to the races on this pitch.
3-2 pitch is swung on and missed. He got him. Luis Sanchez is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7. Leading off the inning, Tyler Blackwell, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0 is looked at for the first strike. And it's 1-2. And that's swung on and missed, so good work on the mound will take care of the National League's leading hitter, and there's 1 away.
Nice job there taking care of the leadoff hitter via the strikeout. I'll tell you, in a 1-run game, especially this late, getting that first guy in the inning is so important. It changes the whole complexion of the inning, so that was a big out.
Into the box, McGee. As he'll watch a slider that stays inside for ball 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. In the air out to straightaway left. Dizzy is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now.
Now batting, number 84.
So striding in, King. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Two out, nobody on. And there's ball 1. And a changeup that just about got away from him there as that ran in a bit too far. the 2-1. Well hit to right, but a foul ball.
Hey, last two pitches back-to-back, off speed, then he's late on the fastball. He could pretty much do anything he wants right here on the mound.
The slider freezes him at the plate. A called third strike, and the inning comes to a close.
It's time for the traditional 7th inning.
Hayden Norwood gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Norwood.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and standing in the rookie outfielder, Leon Richardson. First pitch of the at-bat, and he takes a cold strike, 0-1. Now the pitch.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
This is pulled into right. Blackwell is there, 1 away.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
So striding forward now, Martin Zemecki. First pitch coming, here it is. In tight with the curveball, backed up on him a little there, and it's ball 1.
Wanted to get the front door curveball on the inside corner there, but it backed up a little and stayed off the corner.
That's wide, 2-0. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Front door with the slider eclipsed the zone for a called strike. Now the 2-1.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
Fastball laid off well below the knees.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
Crowd gets up for the 3-2. Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out.
Well, we'll see a lot of these power arms coming out of the bullpen in these days, but it doesn't make it any less impressive to me. I love watching guys come in and blow smoke right by guys.
Standing in now, Mad Dog Jackson, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Set. Here's the 0-1.
Hey, even though this guy's a righty hitter, he's going to get pounded with that 2-seamer. He needs to make sure he catches this thing out front if he sees that pitch again.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now a fastball awfully close, but he doesn't get the call. It's 2-2 now. And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting one in the seats.
Now the payoff pitch home. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Bob Melvin's going to make his way out for a conference at home plate, and it looks like we're going to have a double switch here. Leonel Diaz will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. Howard Rubin will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch. Ready to begin the 8th, and that'll bring up the outfielder, Ben Kohler. First pitch on its way. In there for strike 1.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
And he takes this one high, 1-1. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. 1-1. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. That one is out of here. This game is tied. A solo shot here to straightaway right field, and we are tied again. Stepping in now, Orlando Schultz. And he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1. Bases are empty here, nobody out. The 0-1 is a fastball low, and that evens the count at 1-1.
Hey, they tried to tie him up on that last pitch, so I like that they went away with this one. The execution didn't work, but I like the idea behind it.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Dizzy is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
Now batting, catcher, JP Humphries.
Standing in, J.P. Humphries. First delivery to him on the way. Comes at him with the slider there, and he gets the strike. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Looks like that bomb earlier in the inning kind of put this pitcher on the defensive. Not being very aggressive right now.
Now the 2-1. And strike 2 swinging. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
This inning didn't get started the way he'd hoped with that home run, but I've got to give him credit for flushing it and coming back here to get strikeouts on the last 2 guys. He's acting like it didn't even happen before.
So now to the plate, Ty Watts, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Line, that's a base hit into left field. He was in a position to wait for his pitch on 2-0, and he got it to keep the inning hot.
Dan, this guy's on fire. I used to say all the time it's about 150 ABs to 200 ABs where you start figuring out what type of season you're going to have. He's obviously in May, and he's on fire.
He's been locked in from day one of this season. It's continuing right now. Anything that is around the strike zone, he feels he can get the barrel to it, and he continues to hit line drives.
A ball and no strikes. The 1-0. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. One and one. Here it is. Swung on and chopped up the middle, reined in, and the throw to first is in time, but the damage has been done as the side is retired. But the tying run comes across here, so it looks like this could be a wire job. Home half of the eighth straight ahead, and we are all even at 6 apiece. Francisco Betancourt is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the eighth.
Francisco Betancourt.
Striding in, Zach Zimmer.
For Portland, the third baseman, Zach Zimmer.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Too low, 1-0. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. Grounded down the third baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
At the plate now, Howard Rubin standing in from the right side as he takes strike one. Set to deliver the 0-1. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike two. The 0-2 delivery. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. One out, nobody on. Soft liner towards short. And there's out number 2.
Now back, the right field, Richardson.
Ready for another chance, Richardson. Here comes the first pitch. 2 out, nobody on. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. Misses, ball 2. Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning. All set to start the 9th in this one. And coming forward now is the shortstop, Monty Smith. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here. 0-1. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1. Little chopper back to the mound. On to first, and how important is it to keep this guy off base in a tied ball game? 1 away.
Number 16, Tyler Blackwell.
Now to the plate, Tyler Blackwell. He's 1 for 4 for the game. He's ready. Here's the first offering. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
See, guys, he is human. Occasionally an ugly swing right there. But he's having a monster season, so I'm going to give him a free pass.
Down the first baseline. Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Pulled toward right center field. Center fielder on the run. He gets there and makes the play for the 2nd out of the inning.
Now batting, number 3.
Plate, McGee. He steps in for the 5th time today, giving him a bonus chance, if you will, to keep that hitting streak alive. First delivery to him on the way, and it's fouled away. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. High in the air out to center field. Richardson is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. All set for the bottom of the 9th. And stepping up as the shortstop, Scott Jordan. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. And it's quickly 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Liner towards second. And he will whip this one over to first in time for the out.
Oh, man, you can't hit a ball any harder than that. I mean, this ball gets on him in a heartbeat. Nice job to stay with it, though, and then make the out at first.
Stepping up now, Nori Dizzy. First pitch of the at-bat. And that misses low and away, ball one. And this one's too far inside, ball two. One out, nobody on. Swung on, missed, 2-1.
You know, it's funny, I can count on one hand the times I was able to actually go to the plate and think home run and hit a home run. I wish guys would just focus on getting into their rhythm at the dish, trying to hit the ball hard and let the chips fall where they may. When they try and hit home runs, it usually doesn't happen.
2-2 count, here it comes. Sliders in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Now the 3-2 pitch is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Looked to me like he had the right idea with the swing on that pitch, and he just didn't get the bat through the zone in time. The pitch was away. He let it get deep, maybe trying to take it the other way, but it got too deep and was by him by the time his barrel could get in the correct position.
In now, Colt Snow. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball one. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Ready with the 1-0.
2 balls, no strike.
Now with the bases empty, I think he needs to be careful not to just groove one here just because it's 3-0. He's a guy that could ambush you and lose one over the wall.
Ready with the 3-0. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Can't keep that one fair either. And now the count is full. He lays off, ball 4, so now the potential winning run is aboard at first.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Edward Potter takes the ball, needing to get the final out of the ninth to send this one to extra innings. Leon Richardson will be the first to greet him here as he stands in with a runner at first and 2 away. Here's the first pitch. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1-0. Potter, a 36-year-old veteran. He's currently on a 1-year deal, so he stands to be a free agent at the end of this season.
Yeah, Matty, it's going to be interesting to see where this guy lands at the end of this season. A lot of variables come into place. He's had a long career. It's going to be interesting to see if a team steps out past 1 or 2 years for this player.
2-0 now. The 2-0. Shin high fastball that time, ball 3. The 3-0.
Two out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
He's set. The payoff pitch. Lifted down the line in left. And this will fall, but it's a foul ball. Ready with another 2-strike offering. And he'll try to hold up in time, but to no avail as he went around, and the inning is over. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Michael Robinson takes the mound as he'll be the first man to pitch here in extra innings.
Batting in the fourth spot, number 41, Michael Robinson. Now playing second.
We are into extra innings, and next will be the imposing power bat, King. First offering on its way.
Count 1-0.
Grounded back up the middle. And that'll get through into center. So there's your possible go-ahead run on base now to lead off the inning.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Two-seam fastball, sinker. He stayed inside it. Didn't have the action the pitcher would have liked.
You know, that's a sinker right there, Mark. It's intended to be down in the zone. And this pitcher better get the ball down because he can't live up in the strike zone.
Into the box now, Ben Kohler, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. He's had a great game so far, and a triple would complete the cycle. Swing hard liner to left center, and another base hit. He's 4 for 5 in this game. Throw will hold him at second, but the go-ahead run's in scoring position now with still nobody out.
Boy, talk about having a day, Devo. He gets his 4th knock of the game, but mixed in with one of those 4 was a round tripper. Not a bad day.
Yeah, you have 5, maybe a handful of games that you can throw out 4 knocks throughout the course of the year. Add in a tater to go with it. He's smiling. His food's going to taste better tonight.
Trying to give himself up here, but this is foul, so the runners will return. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. The 0-1. Now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. But this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Now the 0-2 pitch. And strike 3 called as he gets a little help there. 1 away.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
At the plate, J.P. Humphries. And this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good.
Man, that's going to drive the manager insane. He loses control of his release point, and now the go-ahead run moves 90 feet closer to scoring. He's going to have to make some good pitches now to get out of this.
So a big moment here, and standing in, Ty Watts, as he's presented with the bases loaded situation in a tie ball game. Here's the first pitch.
So important getting ahead with the bases loaded. Already a difficult situation, so you don't want to make it any harder by falling behind in the count.
Ball one, taken just off the inside. The 1-1 pitch. Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
Now the 2-1. Swing and a fly ball. This ought to at least get the go-ahead run in. The catch is made. Here comes the go-ahead run for the plate. In to score, the runner from third.
Hey, putting together good at-bats late in the games can really help out. And how about this sac fly right here? Good at-bat that leads to his team getting the lead here in the late innings.
Max Morrison will start to loosen up in the on-deck circle as he'll bat with 2 on and 2 out here. To third. He's got it. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So 1 run here on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on base. So now we'll see if these guys can get even in the bottom of inning number 10. Uranus is out in front here, 7-6. Eddie Munkauskas takes the ball, looking to make sure this game goes no further. Save situation here in inning number 10. Leading off the inning, Martin Zemecki, and they'll need him to get something going here. He's set. Here it comes. Right on the inside, Black with the slider, laid off but called to strike. And he falls behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And he fouls this one off. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away.
Boy, there's nothing better from a pitcher standpoint than watching that high fastball, a high piece of cheese, swung at and missed. That pitch looks so inviting to hit, but it's awfully tough to put in play.
Stepping in now, Lucius Rojas, batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1. Foul tip held onto behind the plate at strike 2. Now here's the pitch. Bases are empty, one man out. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
Standing in now, Zach Zimmer, as he'll take a look at ball 1. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Two out, nobody on. Fouled off. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2. Fouled away. Just hung in there on that one. Two out, 2-strike offering. Here it is. Here's one that misses inside, and the count's run full now, 3-2.
You can certainly tell at-bats like this one frustrate the heck out of a pitcher. But you got to find a way to stay composed and execute your plan.
Trouble averted here as this is tapped out in front of the mound. Throw on to first is in time to get him, and the 66ers have claimed the 4th consecutive victory here as this ball game is over. And this afternoon's closes at a 1-run game, 7-6 today. Edward Potter gets the win in relief, his 2nd of the year. Eddie Munkauskas closes the door for the save, his 2nd. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Fans, our final line score. First, for the victorious visiting team, 7 runs on 14 hits. 1 error. They left 9 men on base. For the home team, 6 runs, 10 hits. 1 error. They left 9 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 43 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.